Diabetes, brought to you by every food brand that adds sugar into their food. Hey kid.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Want some candy?
Nah, man.
Good job, Jimmy boy. You just passed.
Past what?
Diabetes. You just saved yourself from diabetes, also known as death.
Huh? I don't think that's how it works.
Oh yeah? Whose biomed project is this, kid? Yours?
No, but diabetes is a lot more complicated.
Fine. You know what? You can explain this. Here, take the marker, Jim. Why don't you try explaining diabetes?
Okay. Well, let's first start with how a normal person regulates their blood sugar. It's broken down into glucose. This results in high glucose levels that alert the pancreatic beta cells to release insulin. Insulin tells the body cells to take up more glucose, and it tells the liver to take up glucose and store it as glycogen. Once the blood glucose levels come back down to normal, insulin production is stopped. Now, if you skip a meal, your blood glucose levels drop, alerting the pancreatic alpha cells to release glucagon. Glucagon tells the liver to convert glycogen back into glucose and releases it into the bloodstream. Once the blood glucose level comes back up to normal, glucagon production is stopped. And that, my friends, is how a normal person's body attains homeostasis of blood glucose levels.
Tell me more about this insulin fella. What does he have to do with anything?
Insulin is an awesome guy. Once he is released into the bloodstream, he binds to insulin receptors on cell membranes, which signals the cell's nucleus to release GLUT4 channels to allow glucose into the cell.
Okay, sure, but what does that have to do with diabetes?
Good question, strange man in the white van. You see, diabetes is when this feedback loop gets out of whack. That is because insulin stops working the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Like in type 2, when it can't signal GLUT4 channels to work. Or there's no insulin at all, like in type 1 cases. This causes a person to have really high blood sugar and can cause all sorts of problems.
Whoa, that's a lot of words. So basically people with type 1 have little to no insulin, but type 2 do?
Yep.
Okay, so which one is Anna?
Well, let's take a look at her medical records. By her high blood glucose levels and her polyuria, excessive urination, and her polydipsia, excessive thirst, we can tell she definitely has diabetes. We can also tell she's a type 1 diabetic because of her other symptoms, like weight loss, getting diabetes at an early age, and having no insulin.
Oh, thanks, little Jim. Hey, now do you want some candy? I feel like all that drawing has burned enough sugar in you to deserve some.
No thanks, strange man. There are other reasons than diabetes that I don't want to take some.